Yelling is not power. Yelling is a sign your emotions have just taken the mic from you. So today we are going to learn in 5 steps how can you replace yelling with leadership? How can you begin to lead your children? How can you begin to lead your family? How can you begin to lead yourself without yelling? In 5 steps, we're going to learn that today. Number one, you have to know what yelling creates. Now, yelling creates fear, not respect. A good number of people think that, okay, when I yell at my children, when I yell at this person is going to respect me, and this person is going to do that chores, this person is going to do that which I've asked this person to do. But the truth is that yelling actually creates fear, not respect. Then the second step to replace yelling with leadership is for you to pause before reacting. How often do we pause before reacting? How often do you pause before reacting? For you to be a leader, for you to lead yourself, you must learn to pause before reacting. Take 10 seconds of silence. Do you know that when you take 10 seconds of silence before reacting, it can save you 10 years of regrets? A good number of people have reacted in situations that afterwards they are not proud of. So today, we must learn that we must pause before we react. Because when you pause before you react, it saves you years and years of regrets. The third way to lead yourself, to replace yelling with leadership, is to use low voice, because low voice creates high authority. When you use low voice, it helps you to be calm. And when you're calm as an individual, when you're calm as a parent, you have control over yourself. You have control over the situation. So today, learn to use that calm voice. Learn to use that low voice that passes authority, that makes you to be in charge of the situation, even while you're still calm. The fourth way we can replace yelling with leadership is to teach through connection. As parents, we must learn to connect first with ourselves. We must learn to connect first with our children. And you must be able to teach your children through connection. Because the truth is that children listen when they feel safe. Your child will listen to you when your child feels safe. If you want to talk to your child without connection, obviously that child will not listen to you. As an adult, how many of you would listen to someone else's advice when you are not connected with that person? That is to tell us that connection is the key. You can teach your children and get great results through connection. So today, learn to teach through connection, because your children will listen to you when they feel safe. The fifth way we can replace yelling with leadership is to repair when you miss it. Have you missed it as a parent? What are you doing about it? Are you proud to acknowledge that, oh, you've made a mistake? Are you proud to apologize to your children? Are you proud to apologize to yourself, to your spouse? You've made a mistake. What are you doing about it? So today, we must learn to model humility. As a parent, you must model humility, because when you model humility, you teach your children how to be humble. You teach your children how to respond when they find themselves in similar situation. When you are wrong as a parent, acknowledge it that you're wrong, apologize that you were wrong, and tell your child what you're going to do better next time. So we must learn to repair when we miss it with ourselves, with our children, or with people around. So you must tell yourself, as a parent, your voice should build bridges, not walls. Is your voice building a wall in your home? Is your voice building a wall between your relationship, between yourself and your children? Today, you have the power to lead yourself. You have the power to lead without yelling. And when you tell yourself that your voice brings and builds bridges, not walls, you will begin to see that you lead yourself as a father, as a mother, as a parent, and replace yelling. So ask yourself, what leads you to raise your voice? What are those situations? What are those instances? What are those things that trigger you to raise your voice as a father, as a mother, as a parent? What are those things that trigger you? You must get to the point of self-awareness. And self-awareness comes from journaling your thoughts. Ask yourself, when am I most triggered? It's different for everyone. Some people are triggered when their children are crying. Some people are triggered when they feel their children have disobeyed them. Some people are triggered when they are hungry. Some people are triggered when they don't have money. Some people are triggered when maybe things are not working around. Things are not working well or the way it's supposed to be in the home. So you must learn to understand what makes you to raise your voice. Because when you are aware of what makes you to raise your voice, it helps you to start to work, on how to avoid raising your voice. It helps you to pre-plan so that when such situations occur, you already know how to handle or deal with that situation. So now when you know what leads you to raise your voice, you can now ask yourself, what can I do instead? And one of the things you can do is to pause, is to breathe, is to use low voice. Think before you react. There are so many things we can do. And when you go through this 5-step process we have talked about today, you will find out that you'll be able to replace your yelling with leadership. Because yes, you have the power. We have the power to lead ourselves, to lead our homes, to lead our children, and to begin to replace yelling with leadership. I believe this video has been helpful to you. Please like this video, please share this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel called The Renewed Parent Academy by Chioma Odikolu. And my name is Chioma Odikolu. Thank you.